Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Hazleton City Council members voted last night to amend ordinances for setting tax rates in 2020. Council approved the first reading of the ordinances that appropriates funds in order to decrease the proposed 5% tax increase. The $13.8 million budget proposal initially included the tax increase that would cost a property owner of a home with a median assessed value of $75,000 an additional $22.50 a year. Council looked into other ways to boost revenue to decrease the property tax to 2.5%. Other sources of revenue include parking fines, business licenses, and delinquent tax collections. An official with the State Department of Community and Economic Development Agency expressed concern over the changes. He stated that he doesn't want to see the city lose gains it made in the early years of its Act 47 financial recovery plan. Council has to approve 2 more readings before the ordinances can become law. A Shepton man accused of setting a fire that damaged 3 homes in Oneida waived his right to a hearing. 40-year-old Dennis Antonelli was charged with setting the fire at 66 3rd Street back on September 17th. The fire spread and damaged 2 other neighboring homes, leaving 1 adult and 2 children displaced. Prosecutors withdrew 3 of 12 charges Wednesday that Antonelli faces, which include arson, criminal mischief, and recklessly endangering another person. Antonelli will now head to Schuylkill County Court to face his remaining 9 charges. A Maryland man is locked up in Schuylkill County on vehicular homicide charges following a Thanksgiving Day crash. According to police, 49-year-old Leon Charles was driving northbound on Interstate 81 in Klein Township when his vehicle entered the median and rolled over. The impact killed his passenger, 48-year-old James Muse of Glen Allen, Virginia. Charles was treated at the hospital and released and is now jailed at Schuylkill County Prison for lack of $500,000 bail. He faces charges of homicide by vehicle while driving under the influence, accidents involving death or injury without being properly licensed, among similar charges. The Whitehaven Center Board of Trustees met Wednesday to discuss concerns involving the care of its residents for as long or as little time as the center stays open. The board met for about an hour Wednesday to talk rumors of a nursing shortage, building maintenance, and a Christmas party for residents and their families set for Sunday. Whitehaven Center cares for people with intellectual or developmental disabilities and has 110 residents. 2 have died since Governor Tom Wolf announced in August the state's plans to close Whitehaven and Polk centers within 3 years. The Board of Trustees, however, opposes the decision and drafted a letter to Wolf explaining their reasons. No residents are scheduled to leave Whitehaven before the board's next meeting in February of 2020. Luzerne County Council continued on its quest to reduce a proposed 5% property tax increase in its 2020 budget during Tuesday night's work session. Discussions on its proposed budget include an amendment to eliminate a $1.5 million increase in the county's payment toward its pension obligation next year. It was said the budgeted increase in the pension subsidy is needed to cover the increase in costs, and the amendment was withdrawn after gaining no support. It was also proposed to cut budgeted merit-based raises in half for the county's non-unionized employees or eliminate them completely. Council is expected to propose other budget amendments before approving the county's final budget December 10th. The holidays are here, and it's a good time to be mindful of your mail and watch out for your deliveries. Police in Wilkes-Barre received a report of packages being stolen from a residence on Hanover Street. They are asking for the public's help in identifying the suspects captured in these photos. Anyone with information is being asked to call Wilkes-Barre Police Headquarters at 570-208-4200 or leave a message on the department's Facebook page. Coming up on WYLN News, the lockdown at Pearl Harbor has been lifted. Plus, we've got the details on an annual living nativity this weekend. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, Friday, looks cloudy with a high of 44 and a low of 22, but Saturday and Sunday, both partly cloudy. Great to get out and experience some Christmas festivities. Monday and Tuesday, though, a little bit of rain. We'll be right back.
Paying for more than you need? Don't overpay. Let Service Electric help you choose the speed you need. From 25 meg to 1 gig. Get high-speed internet for only $44.95 per month with free installation. And add cable TV for only $5 more, including 54 channels and award-winning coverage of local high school sports.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Did you know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon
At 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media?
Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page?
Now more than ever,
WYLN is your local news leader.
a U.S. sailor opened fire on Wednesday at Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard in Hawaii. The shooter, identified as G. Romero, fatally shot 2 people and injured another before turning the gun on himself. The surviving victim is said to be in stable condition at a local hospital. Romero was an active-duty U.S. sailor that was assigned to the USS Columbia. A motive for the shooting at Pearl Harbor remains unknown. A water boil advisory has been issued in Shenandoah after a water main break was found near the intersection of Main and Center Streets. The break occurred late Wednesday afternoon, and residents are being asked to boil their water before drinking, cooking, and brushing their teeth with it. The advisory remains in effect until further notice. You may not think of it when you're purchasing lottery tickets, but there are those out there trying to defraud the system. Our Julie Stefanovich has more on how the Auditor General is cracking down.
Pennsylvania Auditor General Eugene DePasquale said his new performance audit of the State Department of Revenue will include review of frequent lottery winners to see if the PA lottery is doing enough to prevent fraud.
It's a critical issue because the lottery generates over $1 billion each year to support programs that benefit older adults like PACE and PaySet prescription help, property tax and rent rebates, meals and transportation services, home and community-based services.
Over 2 years ago, a multi-state investigation was conducted, and the report found that numerous individuals and retailers were rigging the system. A Massachusetts man pled guilty earlier this year to cashing in more than 7,000 tickets worth over $10 million to help other lottery winners avoid paying taxes.
As a bureau within the Department of Revenue, which collects taxes, the lottery should be able to say with certainty that no one is committing tax fraud. I appreciate it when the lottery says that they are doing everything they can. But for seniors who count on lottery-funded programs and the players, I want to dig deeper and do an independent review to make sure they are doing exactly that. My main goal is to protect older adults who rely on lottery-funded benefit programs.
DePasquale wants to ensure that the Pennsylvania Lottery is doing everything possible to prevent and stop any fraud.
Last fiscal year, Pennsylvania lottery players bought $4.5 billion in games and claimed more than $2.9 billion in prizes. Seniors, lottery players, and the general public deserve to know if every dollar of those prizes was claimed in accordance with the law.
Since the lottery is a bureau of the Department of Revenue, the audit will review the effectiveness of its regulations and policies to prevent fraud. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Christ Lutheran Church is inviting the public to join them in their annual Living Nativity this weekend in Cunningham. The church's 26th annual Living Nativity opens its gates on Main Street in Cunningham from 6 to 8 p.m. both Saturday, December 7th and Sunday, December 8th to celebrate the true meaning of Christmas. This year's Living Nativity will feature 14 scenes, live animals, and around 100 participants, bringing the church's free gift to the community to life.
It is a drive-through Living Nativity. You stay in your car and you start with the Roman guards. We'll open the gates for you and you'll travel through 14 scenes that tells the story of Jesus' birth. All done right here in our parking lot. You'll start in the front of the church, right off of Main Street, and you'll drive through that part, down the side, and all through the back of the church where all of the scenes are.
The ladies are cooking in the kitchen as we speak to feed all 100 participants in the Living Nativity, so that between each shift, actors can come in and get warm with all the goodies homemade ahead of time.
They do. Families ask when we're having it because they don't want to miss it. They love to come back. We've grown over the 26 years with adding scenes and things, so sometimes over the years there have been new things for people to see, but they do look forward to coming through it. We have live animals. Humphrey the camel hopefully will be here, weather permitting, but it sounds like it's going to be a good weekend. And the children's eyes to see them in the cars is just, it just gives you such a wonderful feeling inside. And the adults too, they thank us over and over for having this.
The Living Nativity prep work really starts in the beginning of fall, and construction outside begins 2 weekends prior.
So if you've never done it before, please come out and see it. You'll see the line of cars on Main Street. We're at 467 Main Street in Cunningham, and just get in line and drive through. You'll be greeted, given a little token gift, and I'm sure you will treasure it for years to come.
Once again, Christ Lutheran Church's 26th annual Living Nativity runs from 6 to 8 p.m. this Saturday and Sunday at the church on Main Street in Cunningham. Coming up on Salem Township's News Choice, we'll be talking pet safety during these cold temperatures in Community and You. Plus, it's Christmas in Cunningham this weekend. Stay with us.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-through lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. Now contracting life-sharing and respite providers, CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community.
Your friends at Cilento Imports want to wish you a happy holiday season and prosperity throughout the new year.
Happy holidays to all my friends and customers. Best wishes for peace and joy, and best wishes for the new year. From Barbush Automotive and BLB Auto Sales.
Some of the basic things that you need to be aware of is providing ample food and water, and that means not frozen water. Also, you want to limit time out on any kind of ice or snow because they can damage their pads on their feet. Also, the law now states, if I'm stating that correctly, under Lieber's law, is that tethering is a 30-minute time frame in temperatures over 90 degrees and under 32 degrees. So there's time limits put on by the law that says that you can only have the animals out for those periods of time in extreme weather. Also, you must provide adequate housing for them when they are outside. That means a dog box or some kind of a self-contained box that keeps them warm, and you're supposed to really have some type of bedding in it, whether it be straw or blankets or something like that. Being very careful when you're walking on ice, especially treated ice and snow, because that can really burn and damage animals' feet as well, plus the fact that they lick their feet, so that can also cause digestive issues. You'd never really want to have any animal out in freezing weather. Their bodies just aren't set up for that type of thing. No matter how much people think that they're used to extreme weather temperatures, they are not. It's not healthy for the animal, and it's not legal. So you're not supposed to be letting animals out in extreme temperatures. The thing is, with snowstorms and things coming, dogs can get scared very much with snowplows coming through and things like that. You always have to be cognizant of doors and entryways and fences so that they don't maybe hop over fences in fear and run and get away, because it can be detrimental to the dog that they get lost in a snowstorm and can't find their way back home, and then they can freeze to death. If you do see something that you're concerned about as far as an animal being kept outside, it's best to contact your local humane officer, which you can usually get in touch with through either the dog warden's office or your local animal shelter. You can also put a call into your local animal shelter as well, because they will have resources that they might be able to offer to help you. Never turn your back. Never hurts to ask a question and get an answer. It's for the animal's benefit, so always ask. Always seek to help out something in need. And if it turns out that the situation is under control, great. But you might save a life in the meantime, so it's always good to ask. Cats are much more, shall we call them, lickers than dogs. They're forever washing themselves, so certainly it can damage their feet and also their digestive as well. Plus, antifreeze leaking on cars and vehicles. It has a very sweet taste, and both cats and dogs often are attracted to that, and that can cause death. So again, you want to be aware of where cats are. Even if you have a cat colony out in your area, you kind of want to keep an eye on chemicals that are out that they might necessarily take a drink of, and can cause severe.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Paying for more than you need? Don't overpay. Let Service Electric help you choose the speed you need from 25 meg to 1 gig. Get high-speed internet for only $44.95 per month with free installation. And add cable TV for only $5 more, including 54 channels and award-winning coverage of local high school sports.
Wishing you peace and many, many blessings this holiday season to everyone from Plaza Laundromat in Berwick.
To my family, friends, and customers, enjoy the magic that only the holiday season brings from Original Italian Pizza in Berwick.
How you doing, everybody? This is Ricardo Santos from Yay Zapata. That's right, Yay Zapata in the house. That's what's up, that's what's up.
Meet Ricardo Santos. This is one of his Mexican food trucks. He is not a chef.
I'm not the chef.
But he makes amazing Mexican food. And he has joined the Wyln family with his own cooking show, Cooking with Jay Zapata.
looking for something festive to do, it'll be Christmas in Cunningham this weekend. It's the first year the Lasants have taken over coordinating the event after the original organizers had to step down this year for personal reasons. Janine Lasant was born and raised in Cunningham and thought organizing the event would be a great way to get into the Christmas spirit while supporting her hometown.
There are many volunteers. Of course, they're working behind me. There's too many to list, but we have a lot of volunteers. The borough has been great with us, the officials, the mayor, State Representative Tara Toohill. We've opened this event up to the entire area, so we have parade goers and participants from West Hazelton, Freeland, Cunningham, the surrounding area. So it's going to be great. We have live entertainment from 1 o'clock on, over 22 vendors and artisans coming. So we have Santa, we have candy for the kids, and we have a lot of good businesses that just never say no to this community. So we're really grateful to them.
Co-coordinator Lori Lasant hopes to keep Christmas in Cunningham alive because it's been a wonderful experience having the entire community support in raising funds for local organizations like the Cunningham Crime Watch Group and Community Services for Sight, which she's the president and CEO of.
My organization moved about a year and a half ago to the Cunningham area, so it's really a great opportunity for us to get involved in the community in which our office is in. We're located over by the Turkey Hill in Dr. Makuta's office, and we serve the blind and visually impaired in 3 counties, Southern Luzerne, Carbon, and Schuylkill. And we provide all kinds of services, including just teaching independence, transportation, many different things. But we are always looking for volunteers as well. So if you'd like to volunteer, the number to reach us at is 570-455-0421.
And if you're a morning person looking for some physical activity, the 5th annual Christmas in Cunningham Classic 5K race and 1-mile fun walk will kick off Saturday's festivities at 9 a.m. The 5K will tour through historic Cunningham, starting and finishing at the John and Ruth Gold Recreation Center on Gold's Way, just off Main Street. So wear your best holiday apparel to help to kick off the Christmas in Cunningham celebration. Awards go to the 5 most wonderfully dressed. Proceeds from the 5K and 1-mile fun walk will benefit the Cunningham Park expansion plan.
We invite everyone to come on out, bundle up. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a crisp 34 degrees, but we know that it's going to be a great time. The parade starts at noon, so you could line up along Main Street. We'll have our judges near the brass buckle, so you could come on out. It's anytime between 12 and 4. There's going to be something for everyone here. There's going to be crafts for the kids. And we're just looking to make a very Merry Christmas for everyone here in the Cunningham area.
We've got another Hazelton area high school athlete signing to go collegiate. Our Rhino Sachi has the details.
Another standout Hazelton Cougar athlete will continue their academic and athletic career going into college. Hazelton senior Scott Campbell has accepted a Division I offer to Duke University to join their track and field team as a javelin competitor. Campbell is looking forward to this future opportunity.
Super excited. I've always been like a little Duke fan because of basketball, and it's just a dream come true to be able to also play a sport there now.
Campbell feels the atmosphere at Duke is what really drew him in.
It's more like the atmosphere because it's just like a basketball town here, and I love playing it, so it's my basketball school. Like, this was my favorite school to be at, and it's a dream come true to now be at Duke.
Campbell was a 2-sport athlete at Hazelton, also playing on the varsity basketball team.
Campbell hits the 3!
He felt playing Cougar basketball helped him develop his athletic skill set to transition over to javelin. From his Cougar debut until now, Campbell has seen a huge jump in his athleticism.
It's pretty much the progress it took, how pretty much bad I was in the beginning, and how this has transformed to me being looked at by colleges and now being looked at by Duke and now going here. So it's great.
Campbell plans to follow the steps at Duke to become an electrical engineer. We wish him the best of luck in his future. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Rhino Sachi.
Thanks, Ryan. Good luck, Scotty. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. Packages are available to fit anyone's budget, and there is a restaurant and catering on site. The facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor parties, private parties of any kind. Call 570-384-2314. Wishing you a wonderful holiday season filled with many happy and memorable moments. From John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Wishing you peace and joy during the holiday season and in the new year. Happy holidays from J-Dog, Berwick.